The woman is telling TikTok that she's moving to Afghanistan for love. Her name is Alex Sunny. She's flying to Afghanistan on August 17th to be with a man that she's met in person one time. They've spent 1 week together in total since meeting on Snapchat in July of 2024. And now they're married. On TikTok, she shows her audience all of the products she plans to bring with her to Afghanistan when she moves, like a lot of perfume from Bath & Body Works. But where she's going, dozens of women were just arrested for wearing perfume, according to the United Nations. She makes content telling American women to date outside of the United States because American men watch red pill content. They want 50-50 relationships, while men from other cultures supposedly have better family values. She doesn't seem to understand the cultural values of the country she's moving to. The reality is, in Afghanistan, women are banned from going to school after the age of 12. Nearly 80% of young Afghan women are not in school, employed, or in job training. Law allows husbands to physically punish their wives so long as they don't break bones. There is no US embassy in Afghanistan anymore. If something goes wrong while she's there, no one's coming to save her. Alex Sunny is a truck driver in the United States with the entire world and miles of road in front of her. Where she's going, the few cities that still allow women to drive in Afghanistan are banning it. Government officials saying that women are too mentally distracted to drive safely. She's obviously allowed to make these decisions for herself. The irony is she's moving to a place where she won't have the ability to make decisions at all.
Breaking news: an American woman is facing backlash for moving to Afghanistan to be with her husband after his visa was denied. This is Alex Sunny, and she met her husband on Snapchat. She works as a truck driver and was hoping to meet someone on Snapchat that she could talk to while she was on the road, and that's when she met her now husband. They ended up talking to each other for around 12 to 15 hours every day and started a long-distance relationship which has now lasted close to 2 years. During that time, she has only seen him once in real life, and because his visa was denied to move to America, she is ready to drop everything and move to Afghanistan to be with him. Since then, she has received a flood of comments advising against this, with many people saying that women in Afghanistan are severely mistreated and it would be better for her to just find someone else. But Alex has pushed back at almost every comment, saying he is the love of her life, and she has talked to almost all of his family members living in Afghanistan who say that women are treated perfectly normal there and the American propaganda that's spread is completely false. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation, and as always, I'll keep you guys updated.
This woman is voluntarily moving to Afghanistan to be with her husband because his US visa got rejected. He's an Afghan and she's a US citizen, and she's voluntarily moving there. And this comment, this person is still around my other video. She probably thinks that she's better than the Afghan woman there. So as an American, as someone who looks like that, she's clearly not an Afghan woman. She thinks when she gets there, she will probably be treated with more privilege. Like, she'll be allowed to be on social media. She'll be allowed to go to the gym. She keeps talking about going to the gym with her husband's auntie. She talks about buying Huda Beauty in Kabul, like the city of Kabul, and going to the mall there. She probably thinks she'll be allowed to do that because she's a white woman, because she's from the US and she's from the West. Either she thinks that, or this is just a whole propaganda from the country in Afghanistan, the power that's currently holding them since 2021. I don't want to talk about politics, but you know, the enforcement that's over there, it's maybe a propaganda from them. They're like actually hiring this woman to voluntarily go to Afghanistan, make videos about that, and she probably may have rights there, exclusive rights just for her, just so that they can show to the West that women do have rights, blah blah blah, but they don't. It's just her. She's been given the exclusive access to things that other women, like Afghan women, don't have. Either that, or she genuinely thinks, because she's American, she genuinely thinks that she's going to be treated in a privileged way. She's going to be treated better. And by the way, if that's the case, if she thinks she's going to be treated differently in a privileged way only because she's American compared to the Afghan women over there, that's just a shitty thing to think about, by the way. That is just that's actually racist, and that is just a shitty thing to do. And I also think it's unfair for the Afghan women actually living there, who have no choice but to live there. They have no choice. They cannot escape. They see these women going over there, and if she does get treated with privilege, but they see either way, they see her voluntarily coming there, I feel like that's just like a slap in their face. It's just like showing to them, you have no choice, you have to be here, but look at me, I'm coming here voluntarily. Or look at me, I'm treated with privilege because I'm American. Or look at me, I can come. But you know, in some way, even if it's a small percentage, there is a chance that she can be like rescued. In the worst case scenario, there's a chance that the US decides to like pull her out and save her. If she starts screaming, save me, save me, there is a small chance that she can be saved. And how is that fair to the Afghan women there who have no choice? and she's voluntarily going there, she's going to be like standing in front of them, doing all of these things, and they're going to be like, well, either way, if you really wanted to, you can escape, but we don't. I feel like that's just so unfair. So there's a woman out here who's moving to Afghanistan for her husband, who she met on Snapchat only once. She met him in person. And something about this is screaming red flag for me, because most of the time when men talk about other women who are very close to them, usually their mom, maybe their sister, maybe a cousin, it's quite rare, and it's either a friend, like a friend who's like a girlfriend, like a friend. And usually they bring them up a lot because they spend a lot of time with them. But I feel like my auntie does this, my auntie does that. That's kind of suspicious. I don't know, that's just me personally. But always talking about your auntie, I'm pretty sure that's probably his wife. I'm pretty sure that he's just married her Islamically as his second wife, and she just has no idea about it. And when she goes from the US to Afghanistan, she'll pretty soon discover. And after discovering all of this, and pretty quickly she'll realise the mistake that she's made moving there, she's going to want to search for an embassy, a US embassy. And guess what? There is no US embassy in Afghanistan right now. And when it comes to social media and public speaking, women are just not allowed to have that. If you don't know about the laws in Afghanistan right now, what the political power is currently over there, because I don't want to talk about politics here, let's face it. You can go and do your own research. And if you just didn't know, well, you're going to find out. Please go and do your research. But they are basically not allowed to do anything. As women, you don't have any rights. 1 in 4 women maybe work, compared to 90% of all men are able to work. And you may think 1 in 4, that seems like a lot, but it's actually not. And after year 6 or 6th grade, girls are just not allowed to have any education. I'm pretty sure she won't even be able to get access to or allowed to use social media. I don't even know about accessing the internet, but let alone that. But just being on social media, I don't even know if we'll get an update from her. But let's just see. I feel like the whole world is telling her, all of us ladies, everybody on social media is telling her that this is wrong and that you shouldn't, and this is risky, and it's a bad idea. And if she's still going to go ahead and do it, well then she won't even have the opportunity, chances are, to reach out and be like, again, she's made a mistake. Can someone help her? I don't even know if she'll be able to get any help.
Hi family. A lady met a man at Snapchat and now they are married. She is moving to Afghanistan where this man lives to go and be with him. And she says she's moving for love. Now, the question is, does she throw this thing on TikTok? She was like, let me know what people think about this, my opinion. And people were like, do you really mean that you, a US lady, you want to go to Afghanistan for love, to go and live there with a man? Have you forgotten how women are being treated in Afghanistan? Now, in Afghanistan, freedom of women are completely derived of freedom of movement. They are forbidden from speaking. They only whisper to their friends. Can you imagine? When you want to talk, you whisper to your friend. You're not allowed to talk loudly. You're not allowed to walk alone. You are not allowed to go to school. Once you are 12 years old, that is the end of your education. If you are sick, you will not meet a male doctor. It's a female doctor that you meet. Even the news brokers also wear their masks, cover their head and their body. So, and this girl is celebrating to go and join this man that she met on Snapchat. Now, a lot of questions has been thrown. People were like, do you know what you mean? Do you know what you really want? Okay, if you think you are going there, many opinions has been dropped. I don't know what you think. Please let me know what you think about this situation, and I'll get back.
One person said, maybe you should have done this video without speaking and used just subtitles, as practice. Don't want to be unprepared. I mean, I'm so conflicted watching these videos because it is sweet. Like, she's thinking about things that her husband's family is going to like. He told her that his aunt enjoyed this face wash. She's thinking about them in terms of makeup, things that they are not able to access there. But it just seems so detached from reality, the reality that she is about to walk into. And obviously, the comments are just hysterical. This personally was my favorite one that I saw on any of her videos. But one person said, maybe you should have done this video without speaking and used just subtitles. You know, as practice. Don't want to be unprepared. Like, she keeps saying she's going to be updating her audience on how her life is. Again, I don't really know if it's the updates that you are expecting. Another person, a woman, said, lipstick for what exactly? Yeah, because I don't think many people are going to see the lippies. Even though it's a sweet thought, it's a lovely thought to bring your new in-laws presents, you seem to be focusing on the wrong things when you are planning to make this.
People are mad at this content creator for moving to Afghanistan to be with their husband she met on Snapchat. Watch. Okay, so if you somehow haven't heard the news by now, this content creator by the name of Alex Sunny met a man on Snapchat and decided to get married together, but the only problem is he lives in Afghanistan and she lives in America. Now, after talking for about a year or two, they have officially decided for her to move to Afghanistan from America permanently. She made these videos talking about what she's going to do in Afghanistan, the places that she's going to go, the girls that she's going to meet, streets that she's going to walk freely down. But if you guys aren't catching what I'm putting down, in this country, your rights as a woman are very limited. You need to be surrounded by a man if you go outside. But if you guys want to do some more research about this, you're more than welcome to see how it really is. But a lot of people on the internet are kind of scared for her, as well as thinking that she might actually just be trolling and just making a joke. But people are completely confused on if she's being serious or not. And honestly, I think she kind of is being serious. Because if you look at the pictures, it seems like this is actually a real thing going on.
مش كدير هادي بوحدها. هاي وين رجلك؟
دقيقة. لا لا سمح لا سمح ما سمحش ما تنسليش ما تنسليش
ولا اختارك.
I haven't seen anyone say this about the woman who's uprooting her life from America to Afghanistan. And as an Afghan woman myself, I just want to say, sister, I understand what it's like to seek out another country for better opportunities. So to you, I say, you believe your program is stricter than the Taliban's, you should go seek out that opportunity for a better life. And if you think you're better than all of us, if you think you're better than the ones of us that had to flee the country, right, because of the life that we could have potentially lived, aka the life that Afghan women are currently living in, right, that's fine. Go test out the well, there's no water. Go test out the sand. Yeah, because there's no consistent water flow, by the way. Yeah. Also, God forbid you get pregnant. But I'm sure you already thought of these things. And no, it's not because of the lack of healthcare or no healthcare at all, actually. But it's more because of the disconnection that you have. You have no family members out there. You have nobody that you know out there. No friends, nobody. The only person you have that you know is this guy that you met on Snapchat and all of his people. Wow. Such a fickle entity already being in Afghanistan as a woman, unfortunately. And now you just made yourself even smaller.
So I'm going to respond to some of the comments I keep seeing in my comment section because a lot of them are getting repeated and I just can't respond to all of them. So as for this comment, I keep seeing this comment and
okay, so this is completely different than my normal content and I always try to keep my page on the positive side always, but I need to have a real conversation with this woman. So she's planning on moving to Afghanistan for a man that she met on Snapchat, and I'm not saying this to be mean at all whatsoever. I'm saying it as an Afghan woman who loves her country and who is genuinely scared for you. So first, let me be clear. Afghanistan is absolutely breathtaking. The mountains, the food, the poetry, the hospitality. My people are some of the warmest on this earth, and I love where I come from with my whole heart. This is not about the country being bad at all. This is about the Taliban and what life is actually like for a woman living under them right now, and I need you to really hear this. The moment you land, you lose the right to move on your own. Women cannot travel without a male guardian. That means you would not be able to leave the house, go to the doctor, walk down a street without him. Your entire freedom would belong to a man that you met one time. And here's the part that keeps me up at night for you. It is just as hard to leave. Women have been denied passports and turned away unless a male relative comes with them. So if you get there and it goes wrong, you cannot simply just book a flight home. That door is completely locked behind you. Under the current laws, a husband has enormous power over you, and the system only treats violence as a crime if it leaves a broken bone or a visible wound. The safe houses are gone. The courts that used to protect women are gone. If you are in danger, there is almost no one to call. Now take all of that and remember the actual situation. You have met this person once in 2 years. He could not pass the vetting to come here, so the entire risk is being placed on you to go there instead. You would be cutting yourself off from everyone who loves you in the one place on earth that it is the hardest for a woman to walk back out of. And if this man truly loves you, he will not ask you to gamble your freedom, your safety, just to prove it. He will wait. He will find a safe and legal way. Real love does not require you to disappear into the most dangerous possible version of your life. So please, 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 from a woman who loves Afghanistan and loves you enough to be honest, do not go.
So in my 20s, I married an Afghan man, and I met this man when I was 17, and I was obsessed with him, okay? And even though I would have gone to the ends of the earth for him, even though if he told me to jump, I would have said how high. That's kind of where I was. That's how male-centered I was and how bird-brained I was. I would have never moved to Afghanistan. And the reason why is because I was so obsessed with this man, I did intense research about his culture. And I fell in love with his culture. And I also learned everything that was happening to oppress women in his country. And I spent time looking back about 1,000 years in Afghan history, and I learned about the Buddhist period. I learned about the poets. I had read all these incredible Afghan authors to understand different perspectives of things that were happening in Afghanistan. And I saw these amazing videos, these documentaries of women in the 60s, just taking charge of their life, having so many more rights than they have today. Like, it is staggering what was ripped away from these women. And I have so much respect for these women. There's no way that I would disregard everything that I've learned to move to a place knowing how I'm going to be treated and knowing how they are treated. If there's any way that I would be treated better, I'm still going to a place knowing that women are very, very severely mistreated and have such limited rights. So to see that that woman is just gonna, I met this guy on Snapchat and I'm just gonna go like she's Emily in Paris, it blows my mind. Wow.
I have a dream. I have a dream today. I dream that not only the future generation that we are fighting for to taste freedom, but also we taste that freedom too. I have a dream that every woman have the right to dream. I dream that every woman should be treated as a human being and counted as a human. I have a dream that this dream will not be just a dream, but something that we truly, really live. Do you really want to make change? Do you really want to make this into reality with me? Do you want to build that future today? So definitely join my Instagram broadcast channel to get update on how you can help. And also read the caption and share with the people that you know that they are willing to help. I have a dream. I have a dream today. I dream that not only the future generation that we are fighting for to taste freedom, but also we taste that freedom too. I have a dream that every woman have the right to dream.
Can you imagine living in a place where simply going outside requires permission? In some regions of Afghanistan today, this is the daily reality for women. They're expected to be fully covered in public, head to toe, with even their faces hidden. Many cannot leave the house without a male guardian, and their voices are barely heard in public spaces. Even female news anchors are required to wear masks on air. Higher education is often out of reach, and job opportunities are extremely limited. Medical care is difficult to access too, especially when women are only allowed to see female doctors, who are becoming increasingly rare. Windows at home must often be covered, not for privacy, but to make sure no one sees a woman inside. Afghanistan was once a place where women worked, studied, and had choices. Now, for many, the only view of the outside world is through the threads of a veil. To our American friends, what would freedom mean to you if it looked like this?
so this story really is so perfect because 2 weeks ago, we had the woman moving to Afghanistan for the man that she met on Snapchat. The entire internet was going, oh my God, what are you doing? You are an idiot. And now this past week, we had almost 2,000 gay men trying to go off and do tourism, gay tourism in Middle Eastern Muslim countries. Make sense, just not smart. Anyway, so here's what happened. An LGBTQ events travel company called Atlantis Events chartered a Virgin Voyages ship called the Scarlet Lady for one of their annual cruises for gay men. Now, Atlantis has been running events for 36 years exactly. They do these programs all over the world, and apparently this cruise, though, is what they are known for. It is, again,
join me as an Afghan girl traveling to Afghanistan for the first time in her life and doing it alone. After a 40-hour journey, it was finally time to board my flight to Kabul. So many people told me I'm brave for making this journey by myself, but what they don't know is that this has been my biggest dream. My heart has ached for this moment for as long as I can remember. And I'm even more grateful that I get to be here on a humanitarian trip and to serve the people I've loved from afar. The journey was long and exhausting, but the very first breath of Afghan air made it all worth it. The moment I saw the mountains from the plane is when it really hit me and I could not hold back my tears. And for the first time in my life, I didn't feel foreign to the land beneath me.
Have y'all heard about the woman moving to Afghanistan for her husband she met on Snapchat?
People move to Afghanistan?
It is not in my algorithm.
Alex Sunny met her now husband in July of 2024.
These are adults meeting on Snapchat?
She said more women should really get outside and date beyond the boundaries of their own country.
I'm actually not mad at this.
Maybe not Afghanistan, but somewhere.
She's a trucker, but under Taliban law, women can't drive, learn, show any skin, work out. They have total suppression of everything. And this is where she wants to move.
I can see we might be running into some cultural clashing here.
So Alex Sunny thinks that she's gonna go to Afghanistan and be the first female ice road trucker over there? I doubt it.
She's a content creator of sorts, and she's asked, how are you gonna keep up with that? And she said, oh, there's plenty of content creators in Afghanistan. Where?
Come with me to this local hotspot.
In fact, my husband's on social media. He sells cars and jewelry on Facebook.
I'm starting to get a little suspicious now. Whenever somebody's selling something on Facebook, I get a bit worried.
Facebook Marketplace is one of the darkest places on the internet.
How do you plan on working out? She says, oh, my husband's aunt goes to an all-girls gym.
They're probably just like shoveling in a quarry somewhere.
Seems like there's an answer for everything. That might be a red flag that something is not right. It's not going to be Sunny for much longer.
She's showing off the gifts that she's ready to bring to her in-laws in Afghanistan, including scented candles, moisturizer, body butter, Jordans.
Flyest motherfuckers in the desert. There's definitely Jumpman in Afghanistan.
Dennis Rodman went to North Korea, so anything is possible.
It also has to be covered totally from head to toe. Ever heard of a burqa, fellas?
How are her fans gonna know who she is if she's covered head to toe? We're not gonna be able to see the traps activate if she's got the full bodysuit on.
She said, I'm not really too worried about Afghanistan. It actually reminds me of when people were telling me to be fearful of Chicago.
Yeah, I don't know if Chicago is like Afghanistan. The nickname is Chirac.
Chirac!
It do get a little crazy on 64th and 63rd.
She said, you know, I really plan to figure it all out when I arrive. You might need a little more preparation than that, sweetheart.
She should call the U.S. Embassy and see what they could work out for her.
U.S. Embassy disbanded in Afghanistan years ago.
Oh, so she got no support over there.
Her husband and the in-laws with the Jordans.
I don't think the husband is real.
The great Sister Forgotten Girl, an expert in this field, she said Alex Sunny thinks she'll be treated differently simply because she's American.
Yeah, but that might not be the right kind of different that we're looking for.
She's gonna walk out in her jellies with her toes out, and she's gonna get herself clipped.
The husband could be a Taliban official.
What? So she thinks that she's gonna be royalty over there. They're gonna treat her right.
She also theorizes this could be a PR initiative by the Taliban. Look cool, normal, relatable. They've done it before. Calibros, white guys, are toured around by locals.
So this is some deep state double agent type. This is the kind of stuff I'm into. This should actually be a movie.
Afghanistan PR is trying to make them more of like a vacation destination.
Alex Sunny. Is she white?
I don't think she's full white.
She has to have some white in there for these decisions.
What are your overarching thoughts on this diabolical move to Afghanistan?
I understand that love has no boundaries, but sometimes you gotta say, am I making a stupid decision? And I'll give you the answer. Yes.
I'm gonna keep it real simple. Don't go.
You have a phone? Oh, you wanna be in this video? Okay. Say something then. Introduce yourself.
نام شیسان
Hassan?
کجاستی؟ زنی کابل؟ حالا من پختو گپ میزنی
Ask them if they see any tourists coming here.
Yeah,
A lot of tourists.
And we are taking picture with them.
Yeah. What about African tourists? Black tourists. Yeah, this is the first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is first time for
Really?
him. Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome back. Family, I hope you really enjoy yourself. Please don't forget to drop your comments on the comment section. And remember to subscribe, like, and I will see you in my next video.